Welcome everyone to another episode of the world's greatest news and reviews.
Giving you opinions about nerd stuff is our superpower.
I'm Captain Mao.
And I'm your boy, T-Crawler.
And I'm Weapon 2. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Tonight we're going to talk about some entertaining things for you to check out.
Nice. Well played, sir. Thank you all for joining us on episode 27 of TWG Podcast. If you're watching on the YouTubes, and I hope all of you are, your eyes do not deceive you. We have not only a returning guest, a highly anticipated guest return, somebody who has been eager, chomping at the bit, dare I say, to make his triumphant return. Greetings, sir. Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is General Thaddeus.
Welcome, General.
A lot of energy, General Thaddeus.
That's right.
It's just getting started. Just getting started.
So
he's an officer and a gentleman.
It's building up.
Welcome back. For those of you who have been longtime followers, you know that General Thaddeus was on our Halloween episode last year. Can't believe we've been doing this long. I thought we would have got canceled a long time ago. I know nobody cancels YouTube podcasts.
That's a strange thing. You can't be canceled.
I figured somebody would make an exception for us.
You know what you can do is just nobody watches. So it's kind of like being canceled for us.
Almost there. Fingers crossed. But so for the kids who might not know, General Thaddeus, what is that name a reference to?
Red Hulk.
Nice.
Red Hulk. Because I have red hair.
General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, right?
That's right.
That's
yes.
right.
Who, I believe I said this in the last episode you were in, I would love to see Red Hulk in a fucking MCU movie. Like, why haven't they done that yet? That would be great.
Oh, they
freaking awesome.
Give them some time.
No, they will. I'm sure they will.
We'll
give them time.
But, all right, so let's jump into some news. Not a whole lot of news to talk about, but a breaking story that actually happened today at the time of this recording. Disney has announced who will play Jennifer Walters, a.k.a. She-Hulk, in their upcoming Disney Plus series. And T. Crawler, who is the lucky actress who's going to be playing that role?
Actress goes by the name. Her name is Tatiana Maslany.
Is that the name she goes by, or is that her name?
That's her name.
Okay.
The second you started saying goes by, I knew Weapon 2 was going to say something.
What was the show? What was the show she was in?
She's well known for being in Orphan Black.
Orphan Black. Okay.
I've heard that's a good show. Never seen it.
Never seen it. I also heard it was good.
I think I watched like a whole season or more of that. She's not like the main star.
Is she the protagonist?
Is she the main star?
She's the... I don't even know. I've never seen it.
So
the main star was good, but the main star I've seen in other stuff. Yeah, I believe she's in it. Okay, she's in it.
Yep,
it's gonna be great.
So she's in a lot of stuff. Not anything I've personally seen. Have you guys seen her in anything?
I saw that she was in the movie called The Messengers. It's like a remake of a Korean horror film, and I believe she plays the mother in that movie. I did see that. So
was she good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So General Thaddeus, do you know anything about her? Anything she's been in?
You know, I looked her up today. I saw her. And that's about it. So she looks like...
Looked her up and...
You saw her on the Google machine.
Very
Google
excited.
machine. She had a starring role on the Google machine. Yes.
Holy cannoli.
Yes.
Excited.
Super. Exciting. I'm just excited for actual things to start coming out again.
I'm excited that it's actually moving forward. Like the fact that they cast the lead, that's a good sign. And again, we talked about this character was really cool and could have like the fact that she's a lawyer could lead to a really cool serialized type of like storytelling on Disney Plus. So yeah, I'm excited.
Dude, her going in a case against Matt Murdock would be awesome.
If we can figure out how to keep Charlie Cox, that would be great. So
a courtroom drama?
Yes. Where they fight in the streets afterward. It's going to go bad for Daredevil. But yeah, okay, so the other thing that was announced was that WandaVision is still going to happen in 2020. Apparently, they want to have something to drop on their 1 year anniversary of dropping Disney Plus. And so in November, I believe November 12th possibly, WandaVision is going to happen.
Nice.
So of all the Disney Plus shows, this is the one I'm most looking forward to, so I'm happy it's still going to happen.
Yeah.
General Thaddeus, what do you think about WandaVision? You excited that it's still happening? Do you care?
I was more excited about Mulan for a little bit.
Did you watch Mulan?
A little curveball there. I did.
You did? Okay. So none of us have watched Mulan yet, even though we're supposed to review it. Did you? No, it's free on Disney Plus. Right?
No, it's not. I tried that.
You paid $30?
I paid the $30.
So they lied?
They lied. It is not free to members of Disney Plus.
Wow.
They still want you to pay it.
Wow.
Yes, you got premium access. But I wanted to watch it, just not enough to pay that extra extra money. You know why? Because I felt a little upset with them because I felt like they had tried. You know, they haven't been putting out a lot of new product.
Right.
Okay. So content. So they say you can have it for free, and I was like, what great customer loyal. That's the way to tell your customers you love them. And I went on there, and it wasn't. A little disappointed.
Well,
wasn't going to watch it, but I am eager to hear what General Thaddeus.
Well, and also before he gets to that point, like their service launched and it's been a year and we still only have one season of Mandalorian.
Yes,
no
I
other
know. That's what I'm talking about.
I know the COVID's
Not
happened.
even get into it.
That's right, dog.
Okay, but what did you think of Mulan?
So there was one song. And it was in the background. There's no singing.
Oh, really? It's not a musical at all.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's
all right.
So is it serious? Is it an earnest movie?
We
is it
watched
family
it as
comedy?
a family.
It's an epic sword fighting
not
battle
really
thing.
comedy. There might be a little bit of a couple of things, but it's pretty serious.
So it takes itself seriously. Then. It's like
serious. It's about honor. And it's there's some corny stuff in it, but for the most part, it's really good for a family, or if you're into Disney stuff.
What if you don't have a family? Do you think you'll be able to watch it?
What if you're a 34-year-old podcaster living by himself? Should you watch it?
Yes. Yes.
Emphatic yes.
Yes. Yeah, it's nostalgic. There are some things that just like subtle things that if you should probably watch the cartoon first, and then after that, and then watch that, and you'll see like little subtle things. You're like, I knew that. It's just little things, It's nice.
No dragon though, right? No Mushu.
No dragon. No
dragon.
I will say, there's a phoenix that doesn't talk. There's it's weird.
It's not the same thing at all.
No, but they can run up walls, apparently.
Sure.
A phoenix?
Can't they fly?
No, not the phoenix. The phoenix flies. The humans run up walls.
Oh.
I know.
No, Crouching Tiger made that a thing. They ran up raindrops.
Yeah.
That's kung fu.
Treetops.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lighter than air.
I assumed everybody in
do
China
it, it's
could
a
do
thing.
that. They could all defy gravity.
Yeah.
Well,
But dragons make everything better, though.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what? So that I hate the movie. I hate it. I don't want to ruin it.
Thumbs down.
I hate it. No, it's good. It's good.
All right, so I guess don't watch Mulan. It is okay. So I didn't know that after they said it was going to be free for Disney Plus people. I didn't know that they went back on that. That's actually really disappointing. So that kind of sucks. But
I was hyped one day. I was going to watch it. It came on. I saw it. Today's the day. I was like, nah, I ain't paying the money. I ain't doing it on principle now. It's not like I don't have, $20 that I could spend. It was a principle thing about how
$40.
I felt
It's the
like
principality, really.
what? It's 40.
$39.99. Yes.
39
or 34.
No, wait.
It was 30 something.
It's $29
to rent.
$95.
$29.95.
No. And it's the
For
premium access. And then I paid it.
Do you have to pay that every month now?
You know what? I didn't get into details, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cancel. So,
Okay.
you know what I mean? So
I hear you.
I got it.
Well, hey, there might be some other premium access things. Check them out real quick before you cancel.
Yeah. You know what? It's worth. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It sounds prestigious, though.
Yeah, it's actually really. It's not bad. It's pretty good.
So WandaVision, that's cool. That's gonna happen. All right, let's move on to our top 5 countdown. All right, General Thaddeus, this is your countdown. Explain to the kids at home, what are we going to be talking about?
So there I was. I don't know if you guys have heard about this thing called coronavirus. It's
No, tell us all a little bit about it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Came from China. Heard that yet.
Just like Mulan.
It made its way. Yeah. And everybody got scared. And so kind of things have been a little crazy, the pandemic. And so...
Cray.
Yeah, and at my work where I work, I don't know where you guys work, right? No, but it's even affecting our work.
That's true.
So I mean, it's always nice to. I was sitting at home and I got the invite to come back, and they were like, "What do you want to do?" Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? The one thing that I can rely on is the entertainment that we've like so needed now. Yeah. And I was like, we should probably come up with the top 5 of things that have kept us sane during the pandemic and the quarantine.
That's a good idea.
So, and this is
You know what I mean?
things that we're watching that keep us sane during quarantine. And this includes movies, TV shows, streaming services, YouTube channel, whatever the hell you're watching to keep you from going cray-cray, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, nice. Very broad. This offers itself to have a lot of variety between our lists. So,
Yes. I was
General-
doing a white what do you call it?
Canvas?
Canvas.
Yes.
oh, blank canvas.
Blank canvas.
Blank canvas.
Yeah.
And you
Apparently, we don't paint on metal.
and you've made magic
Inside
now. And you've
joke.
made magic, General Thaddeus.
Am I right?
Hi, General.
Am I right? Sorry, guys.
What kind of loser would paint on metal?
Sorry, guys.
All right, what do you got for number 5?
Am I starting this?
You are starting.
You're doing it. You're kicking it off.
So hear this. So when I come home after a hard day's work,
Where do you work?
in the military. That's all I think. No.
Well, you are. You're a general. You're a general.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Getting all sweaty right now just talking about it. So there's this channel on YouTube that I don't know if you guys have heard it, but it's called Steve 1989 MRE Info. Have you guys ever heard of it?
No.
It's
Are we talking about like a YouTube thing right now?
on
He said
YouTube.
YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
So
Sorry. Okay.
it started back in 2015. This guy named Stephen Thomas. He makes these videos. The first time I saw it, I think you know how the algorithms on YouTube is like, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is really weird. I'm either going to watch a grandma fall or I'm going to watch this guy eat MREs from the Civil War. So I started watching this, and to be honest, they range from a 5-minute, it's like unboxing kind of thing. Like he talks about it, just the way he talks. His voice is super just quiet and like, oh, nice. Let's get this on a train. And, he talks about the information, gives the history of these MREs. It started back in 2015. Mm-hmm. And the intro music is absolutely horrible. It's the worst. I swear he sits down on his iPhone. He's like, and he made it himself. I don't blame him, but
Royalty free.
yeah. So he's got.
You guys don't know how much of a bitch that is.
So he makes it his own. So it's 1.67 million subscribers, and to be honest, just before bed, and the thing that will put me to sleep, I know it's horrible, is his voice. And just listening to him, and he's talking, and it's just droning and going
Very
on
soothing.
and on.
Very soothing.
Yeah, and he pays like thousands of dollars for these like. This is the British war ration from 1942.
And he actually eats them?
And he eats it?
them.
Oh.
Has he talked about any side effects of eating stuff that old?
Has he heard about botulism?
Okay, if you watch, he'll open something up and he'll go, nice hiss. And so that means it's good. And so he'll sit there and he'll eat it. He'll eat the candy. Yeah. He'll even smoke the old cigarettes. He'll sit there and he's like, the dry pull was delicious.
I can't wait to see the episode when he eats a bad one. That will be
he's
good.
like, ooh, oh. And then he'll stop and he'll go, wait, oh, yep, my tongue's tingling. All right. So when he started in 2015, he's this guy's super ripped too. Like he definitely works out a lot. And so he starts out, but by now it's been 5 years. You can see him slightly shaking.
He got some effects.
I'm pretty sure he picked something up from Nam. Literally.
He's had some neurological toxins.
Yeah, I think so.
They're affecting.
It's
It's from the canned food from the 40s that he's been eating.
Yeah. So Steve 1989 MRE Info. Literally, that's how it's written. That's my number 5.
Nice.
For sure.
I could honestly say I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah.
Well played.
I'm telling you, man. Here I am.
Way to
There's a
go.
haymaker.
Nice work.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right,
So
my number.
My number 5 is so I went to Hulu and I actually started watching Attack on Titan, which is an anime, and I've never been into anime, and I kept hearing this particular.
What's it called?
Attack on Titan.
Are you talking about the animated or the live action?
Attack on
anime.
Titan?
Anime. Yes.
Well, no, Attack on Titan. They also made a live action movie, and it's also an anime.
Well, I'm talking about the
anime
animated.
specific. Okay.
Yeah, the animated
Gotcha,
series. Which, man, I really got like second episode. It drew me in because of the story and how like it's kind of weird, but it's like intriguing. Like, and it really pulled me in. And after I watched this, I'm like, I finished. I think there's 3 seasons. Everybody's waiting on season 4, and it's a really good series. And I've never been into anime at all. And I watched this. I'm like, holy crap! So one thing I did notice that there's 2 ways you can watch anime. You can watch sub, where you get the subtitles and they still speak in usually Japanese. But it's hard. Like, you're trying to watch the action and then read the subtitles at the same time, and you have to rewind. I'm like, what the hell did they just do? So I'm like, no, I just do the dub, where they usually use the English, voiceovers or whatever. But the series itself is really good. A lot of action. It pulled me in because it reminded me of show like Game of Thrones. Like, you get there's certain characters in there that you actually are like, oh, I like that character, and dude, out of nowhere they'll just kill a fucking character, and you don't know, like, you're like, why? Oh my god, like, you don't expect it. And it's like the storytelling for this particular series is really well done. The story is it's awesome. So I got a bunch of other so I have a list now of different animes I'll be watching, but that's one of the things that I've been watching to get me through.
So that's really cool, and I've heard a lot about this show, and it has a very unique premise. Why don't you say what the premise of the show is, because that's actually crazy shit.
Yeah, it's so you have a bunch of people that are living within these walls. So the city, it's almost like there's a city in the middle, and then there's a wall, and there's another wall. Like there's a wall, and then there's another city that surrounds that wall, and there's a wall around that. So it's like a ring of walls, and these titans are just these big giants that are just crazy looking. They look like people, just giant, and they look some of them look like they have Down syndrome. Some of them look like they're just like,
aren't some of them like
tweaking
corpses,
out.
like rotted? Like,
yeah, some of them are. Yeah, just so they and the only way to kill these things are like attacking the nape of their neck. And so you have these soldiers that go in, and they have this ODM gear is what they call it, and they can I think they're charged by some kind of gas or whatever, and they can kind of like fly from rooftop to rooftop, and they're like awesome swordsmen and stuff, and they're actually able to like attack the napes of these necks. And so it's just crazy. And then like as the story goes, you start figuring out what the Titans, what they are and where they came from. And I'm not going to give it away, but there's a pretty good cool twist in season 3, and you're like, holy shit, like it just freaking just mind-boggling, seriously, like how they turn this whole story around for you to actually like understand what these Titans are and what they like, why they're doing what they're doing. So I don't want to give out anything else about it, but like I said, you have your different military structures. You have like a military police corps that are kind of in the center, is like where the kingdom is and all the high powered and rich people live. And then as you go each layer, there's less and less wealthy people, and then you have the soldiers. I can't remember their freaking names right now. They're like rangers or whatever, but they're the ones that attack the Titans. They go out and people see them come back, and they're usually like beat the hell up, because these Titans are like, a lot of them they're just hard to fight. And then they start coming across Titans that are of a higher level of more intelligence. So they're like, oh shit, these guys have intelligence now. There's certain Titans that actually have intelligence. They're not just running around all dumb. Because when you see it, they look kind of weird, because they're running, their arms are all dangling, and they look freaking just crazy. But that's all I'm going to say about it. It's really good. Just if you have a chance, you have nothing else to do, just check out a couple episodes and see what you think about it.
I love that it's the nape.
The nape of the neck.
Nape of the neck.
The back or whatever.
He got my nape. As you're dying.
Attack the nape! Attack the nape!
nape.
I thought you said the nip.
Nice. Good pick. All right, so this countdown is things to watch to keep yourself sane during the pandemic. And I think one of the best ways to keep yourself sane is to watch somebody go fucking crazy. Right. Or act crazy, or just do crazy shit in general. So I'm going to recommend Netflix's You. Great show, fantastic. And you want to watch a crazy dude do crazy shit, not like outwardly like over the top crazy things, but here's the deal. If you like Dexter, you'll love this show.
Yes.
Total Dexter vibes. The main character is a great actor and one that you completely kind of like relate to, you root for, you feel empathetic for, but at the same time, as with Dexter, you're like, hey, that's not normal. Maybe you shouldn't do that. That's really creepy. I support that decision.
Right.
What the? I hope it works out. I mean, probably not for her. Lol. Really good show. 2 seasons. Blah. 2 seasons on Netflix right now. Hopefully season 3 comes out soon. I actually think as good as season 1 is, I actually thought season 2 was even better.
Yeah.
I thought it really like upped its game. And the I'm not gonna give it away, but there's a little twist. A little twisty twist kind of at the end of season 2, and I was like, oh, because
yeah,
I was like, that's really a neat concept, the twist that they did, because you can kind of see the formula that the show is going to go for season to season, and you're like, oh, well, it's kind of throwing a wrench in the plan at the end of this season. You're like, I don't know exactly how they're going to keep it going, and then they keep it going. You're like, general legitimate intrigue as to how they're going to like keep going to season 3, like literally.
That was crazy. Yeah, I was like, you son of a bitch.
And again, the actor is so like discount Henry Cavill is so good in this show. He's Henry Cavill if you'd never gotten Superman shape. So watch You on Netflix. Really good show. Check it out. Weapon 2.
All right, here's mine in no particular order.
You son of a bitch. That is the cheapest.
No particular order.
This is the twist I'm going to put on this. These are things I've never talked about or brought up on any of our previous podcasts.
Oh, there you go.
It's things that I'm currently watching or have just watched.
Okay.
And where you can check them out as well. All right.
Kind of like, hey, what you doing? What's going on?
My number
Hey.
5 is Schitt's Creek.
I've heard about that.
Schitt's Creek is a show that I started watching maybe years ago.
Yes.
And just watched an episode or two and thought, I don't know. This isn't drawing me in. Because I don't know. I got like a short attention span. I think I might have attention deficit or something. But, but I got so many people telling me that this was a good show. So I went back and checked it out. And actually, Hailstorm and I have been watching this program together.
You guys hang out a lot, or
yeah, we do. Well, back at the Hall of Justice.
Oh, right.
Yeah, or sometimes at the world's greatest lair of righteousness. And
that's the entire
and
title. There's
fortitude.
8 ofs.
and fortitude. And right doing. And so So this series is about a very wealthy, rich family, a fortune. I think they have a video store fortune or something. But they're very wealthy. They get at the very first episode, right at the beginning, they get. Here comes the FBI, federal agents, come busting in their house, confiscating everything. They're running for it. They are in trouble. They're in big trouble because they have an accountant or somebody who has squandered all their money and run away with it. So they have nothing. Are you with me here?
He's with you.
And so they do not have anywhere. What are we going to do now? They're kicked out of their huge mansion, and all their nice things, their fineries are taken. And so they, here you go. What had happened was the father, as almost a joke, had bought a town for his son. You know what I'm saying? And so they go to this town called Schitt's Creek. And bought a town.
Holy shit.
Weird. I didn't know you can do that. Apparently, maybe you can.
Yeah, if you're that
At
rich.
least on a television program. And so they move there. So now here's the fish out of water portion of this. You got this very wealthy family, the grown adult children who have lived with their parents their entire lives and have never accomplished or had to do anything, and the mother and the father who are very, very used to having everything, all the things rich people have, are living in a little tiny rundown motel. And that's where they are, and they're having to find their way in this. What are you laughing at over there? And so, everything okay over there? Are you choking? Somebody needs a Heimlich maneuver. And so,
live studio audience over there.
I don't know if she's choking or not. Yes, she's choking. And so,
She'll get on this great info.
The whole thing, there's very good acting. All the actors are excellent. The characters are excellent. Once you get into it, it is hysterically funny.
What did you say this is on?
Schitt's Creek. It is. This platform is Netflix.
Oh, okay.
You can find this on Netflix. There's, I think, multiple seasons of this. I think we might be on season 2, maybe going into 3. I don't know. But it's very enjoyable, very funny. Characters are awesome. Writing's great. Very funny. Check it out. Schitt's Creek.
Well played, sir.
All
right, General, number 4.
Very well.
By the way, to you audio listeners, I appreciate yous, but you should totally watch the YouTube version of this to see General Thaddeus' face during Weapon 2's number 5.
I didn't hear a word he said. I was feeling you in that moment.
It's exciting. It was exciting.
So much power.
So much.
I can't right now. I can't even. So my number 4 is the most basic thing in the world, but The Office. Classic.
I've been meaning to check that out.
Have you never seen that?
I don't know.
The Office is the best. It's the best.
Thanks, guys.
It's really good.
So I actually started out a long time ago when I used to live in a different country. And I lived in Mexico, and
that is a different country.
And these, so they say. Nowadays, you can't even tell. So I had these English guys that would they introduced me to the English Office, and I thought it was pretty funny.
Ricky Gervais, right?
Ricky Gervais,
Yeah.
and actually Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant came up with. So they came up with this brilliant idea, and it lasted for 2 seasons, and they had a Christmas special, and that was it, and it was on the BBC, and then they came over here. So it started in 2005 and ended in 2013. If you haven't watched The Office, hurry up. It's on Netflix. They're taking it off Netflix this year, apparently. So
it's going to the Peacock, right?
do it.
That 70s shows will go in too.
Yeah. So honestly, my favorite episode is The Convict. I don't know if you guys have seen that one.
Which one is that?
Prison Mike. You know, if you guys ever seen that.
Oh my God.
The worst thing about prison is the mentors. You know. Thanks, Andy. That's honestly. I'm not going to say that I was driving and watching it, but I am going to say that I was driving and watching it.
Safety first.
And I almost crashed. I think I did. And that's why my radiator didn't work for a little while. So anyway, I don't know how that happened. Dead spin. There I was.
There you were.
I almost died.
I know so
anyway.
much about cars. I'm just like, radiator. That sounds like something you need.
Yeah, it was just smoke. I just knew that I had done it. Anyway, so The Office. If you've got time, I don't know how many times I've watched and rewatched The Office. Whenever just stress is built up, it's always good to watch. You know, just. The prankins and
so
all the shenanigans.
I have
and
never
the tomfoolery. There's a lot of tomfoolery there.
I didn't watch that show as it aired. I actually I binged it on Netflix.
Yep.
And holy shit. So I can't name a favorite episode. Just anytime Jim fucks with Dwight.
Oh.
Funny when he shows up impersonating him.
Yes.
He's just facts and just says random shit. He's like, what are you doing? Oh God, it's so funny. T. Crowler, you'll like it. It's funny. It's
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
you know what that show taught me?
It's
That show gave me lasting knowledge. I know how many pieces of paper are in a ream. Spoilers, 500. Didn't know that before.
I've never
Dunder Mifflin Paper Company.
never been the same. Or the Michael Scott paper
So I'm
company.
glad you touched on
Thank you.
the English version, because I was going to ask you if you watched the English version first. And how much
did.
you thought about it.
I loved it. It's got like special things to it. You know, there's some things that obviously, let's just admit, we're not British. So there are some cultural things that we might not get, but I mean, for the most part, Ricky Gervais is hilarious.
He's hilarious, yeah.
He's just hilarious. His stand-up's great. He's funny in
it's
general.
Brent, I can't remember. His last name's Brent, and he's hilarious and so much more cringy than Michael Scott.
Wow, really?
Oh wow. Yeah,
That's a high bar.
Yeah, honestly, it's just.
But I hate to point out how T. Crawler, how much of a TV snob that T. Crawler almost sounded like when he goes, But have you seen the
You
British
guys
version?
might not know this.
Excuse me.
No,
Have you
but
seen the
this
British
is
version?
because
Here we go.
You guys might not
Excuse
know
me.
this about
Have
T.
you seen the
Crawler.
British version?
You might not know this about T.
Yes.
Crawler. He loves British shows.
I do.
He
Oh,
watched
Shameless? Excuse me. Have you seen the British version?
Yeah,
I
I have
love that show.
actually. It's very similar.
knows this about me.
But no,
Ever
he
seen
watched.
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Probably not. It's
I
dark.
love British shows. You're right. Yeah,
But you still haven't seen Sex Education, which I told
Yes,
you.
I have.
Did you finally watch
Yeah,
it?
I did.
You did? Did you
Yes.
like it?
Hell yeah.
Right? It's totally up your alley. I told you like years ago, and you didn't watch it.
I did watch it.
No, you did. Not right away.
Not
Not
right
fast
away,
enough.
not right
Not
away,
fast
girl.
enough.
Okay.
The big girl.
The big
that what
girl.
that-
No.
I don't know what I'm saying. Obviously, I'm just an American.
It stars little Asa Butterfield. Wait, what are we talking about? The Office?
know.
In the office.
That's a good
But
show.
have you watched it in the new in the original Albanian version? That's where it originated.
This is like when
Okay,
I was
let's
talking.
do.
Classic. It's the root. You really get a feel for the show.
This is what I was.
and its beginnings.
I was
that.
talking to a Patreon supporter, Sad Grandpa Panda.
Oh yes.
And it was this movie about a vampire star called Let Me In. And I was like, yeah, it was a good movie, right? And he's like, yeah, but the Swedish version was better. And I'm like,
saw
you
the Swedish
pretentious fuck.
Yeah.
And then I watched the Swedish version. He's wrong. It's not better. It's
you go.
way slower. All right, good pick. The Office.
He's old.
Thank you. Thank you.
By the way, Pam and Jim's relationship, along with Michael Scott, make that show. Like Pam and Jim stuff. Your mission in life should be to find someone who looks at you the way Pam looks at Jim.
Absolutely.
Like, holy shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Especially-
think that actress was a little bit in love with John Krasinski. I don't think that's faking it.
A lot of
everybody knows that.
Yeah, just saying.
Come on, you can't fake that.
Everybody except T. Crawler.
I don't know what to say about that.
Watch it, you'll like it. All right, number 4.
You haven't seen it?
General Thaddeus.
That really gets me. That really gets me. I hate when people do that. That really gets me.
It's so
It's
warm.
okay. I enjoy it. It's okay, but yeah.
I fucking love you. I wanted Thaddeus Prime, and I am getting it, I think. Go. T. Crowler, go for it.
Okay, let me just maintain my
You gotta-
composure here.
Yeah.
Okay, no. My number, we're 4?
Yeah.
4. My number 4 is Ballers. So
Ooh,
the show on HBO.
I like it. Yeah, good show.
One of my favorite actors, Dwayne.
Oh, you mean The Rock?
The Rock Johnson.
How long is The Rock?
We've never heard that. You've never told anybody on this
You like
program
The
that you
Rock?
like The
You
Rock.
guys didn't know that about me?
No, didn't know. Never
I love
heard
English
this.
shows,
First
and I
time.
love.
We're
Dwayne
finding
The Rock
out some new
Johnson.
stuff about you.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that and Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've seen that?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, what'd you
One of
think?
those deep, dark ones that you gotta dig.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, Ballers is pretty cool. Like,
And you smell. No. Right.
If you smell.
Oh, sorry.
I started watching season 2, so I have some catching up to do. So I started watching it
Hang
again.
on, before you keep going, you know how everybody was pissed when they showed the first image of Jared Leto as a Joker because he had like super on the nose tattoos, you know, like ha 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 ha, damage, that kind of shit.
right.
If you had those, it would literally be like Spider-Verse, I love the Rock. It would be like I heart and then like the bull tattoo that he has.
Yeah,
Just saying,
Those are
on your
some
forehead.
Tattoo ideas.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And then John
Appreciate
Cena
that.
on the nape of your neck.
And then General Thad,
I don't know why. Nape.
Yeah. Go for the nape.
and then a General Thaddeus tramp stamp.
Where do you want your first tattoo? The nape.
Yeah,
I like my first tattoo on my nape.
What the fuck is a nape? I don't even know what a nape is.
My second tattoo on my taint. First the nape.
That felt really weird. Don't do it.
That feels weird.
That's like the scruff, like when you pick up a puppy.
Scrub.
Yeah, of a puppy, of an animal.
Okay.
Like,
Don't you know the difference between the scruff and the nape?
Get his
I'll
scrub.
never fuck that up
Hold him
again.
by the scrub.
Wait, what are we talking about? What's your number 4?
Ballers.
All right.
Yeah. The Rock plays a former NFL athlete who got out of the NFL due to injuries, and once he did that, he wanted to basically talk to the younger players of the NFL, basically helping them to manage their money, because even in real life, a lot of the younger NFLs, they have NFL players, they get these big contracts, and so they have their people, their whole entourage that they want to pay for, and they waste all this money on stuff that's not gaining any type of interest or equity or anything like that. So he's trying to avoid that with these guys, and so he wants to become this agent that actually has these athletes that
Best interest in mind.
Right, best interest in mind, and to help them manage their money correctly. So it's a great show.
Wants to be an agent of good and frugality. So what he wants to be?
Wait.
An agent of good and frugality. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Sure.
Threw you right off. Frugal. Be wise, money wise.
South Park. Anyway, this is okay.
Put a little of that money away for a rainy day. All right.
Come on, bitch.
Jimmy. Wait. Anyway, so okay, guys, stop it.
All right.
It's a crip fight. All right.
Ballers.
It's a great show. Actual NFL players are on it.
Yeah, actual NFL players on it. It's really it's done awesome. And then the one of Dwayne Johnson's best friends in the show is also an agent. She's agent. Did I say that right?
You said it right the first time, and then you fucked it up.
I think you said them. It sounded the same to me both times.
And now you messed it up the second time.
Anyway, it's I believe it's the actor that played in Californication.
No, it is not.
It's not?
It is not.
God, why do I keep thinking it's him?
Because you love Runkle.
I do love Runkle. Runkle's awesome.
He is the Runk.
That's another show you guys should watch if you haven't watched it. Anyway, so Ballers is awesome. Check it out. It's HBO show. Good, awesome.
Oh, are you done? Okay, nice. Outstanding, sir. Good pick. My number 4 is a YouTube channel, and this is one of the rare YouTube channels, actually the only YouTube channel I'm actually a Patreon supporter, not my own. This is called The Passion of the Nerd. And so I really respect this guy a lot. He made a video. He's a big Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan, as I am. So rather than continuously explain to all his friends why Buffy's awesome, he made a video called Why You Should Watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This spawned into a massive YouTube channel, social media presence, where he did an episode-by-episode breakdown of the show. If you don't know, Buffy is rich with philosophy and all kinds of like really deep divey shit you could do, and he makes really, really well put together videos exploring all of that, exploring all the metaphor in the show and what all the meanings and all that kind of stuff. And it's branched out. He's since started doing videos about the show Angel, about the other Joss Whedon show Firefly. He started doing movie reviews. He started doing podcasts, all that kind of stuff. And he did something that I respect a lot as a aspiring YouTuber. He actually quit his job. And he just started doing the YouTube channel full time. And as he said, he's super honest about the entire process. He's making about 1/10 of what he used to make at his job. And he's just dived fucking, feet first into this project. And
fun fact, anybody can quit their job.
Okay, yes, you can.
Unless you're a member of the armed forces like General Thaddeus. He can't quit his job.
Well, apparently if you're in the armed forces like you are, General, you can't.
I'm out. But to leave an actual job where you have security and all that, and like to try to do the thing you're passionate about, whatever that is, and knowing you're going to be eating income and that it's going to be hard and that you might fail at it, like that takes a little bit of like fortitude, and I respect that. And just his videos are fantastic. If you like this fandom, if this is your thing, definitely check out his videos. The Passion of the Nerd, fantastic videos.
I'm gonna say I've never been a full-on Buffy fan. The few episodes that I have seen of the series were good, right? And then I became friends with you and know how much you love Buffy and like how much you've explained it to me. And I think there was almost a fight when I said, well, I watched the movie. And you're like,
oh
what?
my God.
So now I'm at that level where people say, I'm like, have you watched the show? Or like if Buffy comes up and like, I watched the movie. And it's like, I want to fight people.
Can't
and
do
I
that.
don't know
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
I got to get into that and start watching some Buffy because
people don't know how like deep the show is. They take it surface level, and like, yeah, it is what you see on the surface. It is fun. But
especially after I finally watched Firefly.
Yes.
No
and
fucking
now
lie. No
because
fucking lie.
yes, because then all of a sudden you see the type of writing and like the attention that's going to be in his other shows. Like if
Right.
you like one, you're going to like the other,
Yep.
you know. So, but yeah, definitely check out this channel. He makes fantastic content. Definitely go support him. So that's my number 4.
I'm inspired. Let's all quit our jobs.
Maybe one of us keep working
One of us?
just so we have a place to do this.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Probably you.
Me?
Yeah. Because you got the super awesome lair.
Fucking work.
Oh, yeah. Big
Worthless.
move going on. Okay, here we go.
Right?
My next one is a Netflix program. Newly Netflix program. Used to be a YouTube premium program.
Oh yeah.
Cobra Kai! Sweep the leg, Johnny. Put him in a body bag. No. Put him in a body bag.
Sweep the leg.
Now,
I can win this.
as a practitioner of Miyagi-Do karate, I have a lot of respect for this program. The continuing saga of the Karate Kid. What has happened is they have grown into adults. Now, Danny, he tries to be a force for good, but you know, he's not always the good guy in this program. At times, he seems like he might be a little bit of a dick.
Is it the same actor? Roger?
Yes. Ralph? Yes.
I haven't seen it. I have not seen
Then
the
you
show.
have
I've seen the trailer.
Tommy, right? Tommy?
Yes.
Tommy.
Johnny.
Johnny. It's Johnny. Johnny, now he's trying, he has, you know, he's rich because he was the 2-time All Valley karate champion.
That makes you rich?
He has been successful riding his own
money.
coattails. It's given him clout
By doing
for success.
karate?
Yes.
The Dane Cook of martial arts?
Yes, he has. That has put him on the pathway to success. He is the owner of a very successful auto dealership where he sells apparently high-end luxury automobiles, and he's doing very well. He lives in a very fancy house. Everything is looking up for the Karate Kid, but Johnny is on hard times. He has never recovered from his failure for losing at the All Valley Karate Championship of the 80s. And so he is living in a not that great house. He's got maybe some chemical dependency issues. He's trying to straighten out his life. His son doesn't like him or live with him anymore. And so he's opens the new Cobra Kai Karate studio. And so he is bringing in some new students, blood to bring Cobra Kai back. Sometimes you have a lot of sympathy for Johnny in this. That, you know, he's having a hard time, and at times he's not doing things the way he should. You see some of the old Cobra Kai sneaking back in, but you know he's trying to do the right thing. You see his heart's in the right place. So who comes back? What's his name? Creed? Is that Creeves? What's his name? Crease, the old sensei from Karate Kid comes back. He comes back. Now, this is where it gets crazy. I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, because I ain't trying to spoil this for people. I want people to check it out.
In the second season.
He's secretly. I'm just saying, he's secretly trying to take control of the students in Cobra Kai. Oh my goodness! And so, I'm not going to say too much more. Season 2 ends in amazing fashion. I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
You will see that and you go, "Oh my goodness, what's going to happen in season 3?"
Check this out. Damn it.
Cobra Kai.
I just finished Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, it took me 2 days. My wife and I watched that 2 days.
It wasn't good enough to do in one, or what?
What?
It wasn't good enough to do in one?
You know what?
No.
I mean, it was good, but not a wonder. It's 20 episodes you got to watch. It's pretty intense. It's
Yeah.
really-
Oh yeah, just do it all in one day.
yeah.
Are they
Might
half-hour
as well.
episodes?
I
or
mean,
hour?
some of
Quitting our
us have to
jobs.
work. I mean, I don't know what you do. Some of us have to work.
I guess we're keeping our jobs apparently.
We're all quitting. I guess we could do it.
Plenty of time.
Who needs
I can't wait.
money?
No,
Yep.
I'm not really gonna quit my job.
Okay, let's not start that again. All right, what's your
Number 3.
So number 3, I actually spelled the tail like an idiot. What? All right.
Stupid.
You remember when Jesus got off the cross? That was pretty cool.
Oh my god.
I remember that, Chris.
So stupid.
You Paul McCartney. All right, here we go. So number 3, Handmaid's Tale.
Good show.
On Hulu.
Woo!
And just so we
tell you
know,
what.
he wrote Handmaid's Tale, Tail.
Yes.
I was busy. Anyway.
Watching Cobra Kai and not working.
No.
Spoiler: they have tails in this.
That's the season 2 twist.
That's season 4. They're hammering tails. Anyway, so Handmaid's Tale, written by Margaret Atwood. It was a book before, but the show is created by Bruce.
The
Willis.
book was so much better.
I haven't read it. I'm gonna have to. So it started in.
Have you checked out the British version?
I'm sure it's a South African version. I know sometimes our accents sound the same.
A little bit.
So it started in 2017. It's about a totalitarian society, very religious, and it's about this country called Gilead. It's mostly the United States, and it's completely crazy. Have you seen?
Is there any parts of the
I've
United
seen
States
it.
that are
Yes,
not
I've
included?
seen it. I've been watched it. It's fantastic.
Who got left out of Gilead?
Who got left out?
Who's left
Canadians.
out? The Canadians? Well, that's not part of the United States.
Yeah.
You said it's
Get
most
out.
of the...
Flat
Are the Hawaiians and the Alaskans in part of Gilead?
Degenerate.
No. But yes, no, I've watched, I think, maybe 2 seasons of
You
that.
should
I'll
watch
tell
all
you
of
what.
it. It's really
Watch
good.
3.
3's good. 3's really
4
good.
seasons coming up.
Yeah.
It's about like women are forced into sexual servitude. Okay, like fertile women. I wrote that down.
Right. So
fertile,
the
but I couldn't read it.
but the
but
thing.
I
So
knew
the
what
big point
I
is
meant
the
when I wrote
majority
it.
of the population of the world loses the ability to reproduce.
Absolutely.
So that's
It's
why
kinda
that's important. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the movie that came out?
Children of Men.
Children of Men. That's
Yeah.
right.
Great
Clive
movie.
Owen.
Watch that also.
Yes. And so I was watching it. I'm like, I've seen this before. But just the way they go about it, and it just reels you in. Reels you in good. And, we're watching it, and we're like, oh, man, don't go there. But she goes there, and you're like, you're going to get caught. And then, oh, boobies. And then, you know what I mean? There's a whorehouse, and are we supposed to be religious? Anyway, so just love it. And so, for the married men, it's kind of, you watch it with your wife or not your 12-year-old or 13-year-old daughter. So anyway, it's really cool. Really, really, it'll suck you in, man. Give it 2 or 3 episodes, and
you're
are
hooked.
hooked. Like your life is over. And they should come out with another. They hopefully should come out with a season 4 coming up.
Okay,
It's
General.
coming up soon.
Yeah.
What are the weird things they have to keep saying to each other, like blessings be upon you? Or
No,
something?
They
What is
say,
it?
"Blessed be the fruit."
Blessed be the
May
fruit.
he open.
May the Lord open.
May the Lord open.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, under his
Oh.
eye. That's right. And
Oh,
it's
my
like,
goodness.
what does this all
It is. Now, I want to point out this is a great show. Totally watch it. And despite
Yes.
his very enthusiastic comedic explanation of the show, it's not fucking funny. The show is not
at
really,
all.
It's fucked up. It is. There's shit that happens and your jaw's on the floor. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's definitely a
Glad you
big
rated
part
it.
of the show.
Because people would have watched and be like, wait, this isn't funny.
Yeah, it's not funny at all. I need to.
escape the sadness.
Yes.
But it's an adventure.
Tension, yeah, no, but the tension and the drama and the character, it's good. It's a very good show.
If you get an opportunity to wear a red dress or a blue dress, it's better to wear the blue dress in this society,
yes,
right? Yeah,
you
It's
are
better to wear
one
anything
of a
than the red dress.
red dress is bad.
Red dress.
Yeah.
It's hard times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slave.
Okay.
What are you doing later? That's my 19th time I've touched your quad.
All right, T. Crawler, good pick. T. Crawler, what do you got?
What up, T. Crawler? What you got?
So if you know me, you know I also like Transformers. Okay.
No shit.
Yep, that's spoilers. I love Transformers. But on Netflix, there's animated. They did an animated show called Transformers: War on Cybertron. Now, this animation is actually, it's not like the old animation. It's computer generated. It looks, more up to date. But it is a cool freaking series, and it's a cool twist on like what actually happens on Cybertron before they come to Earth. And this is before like the Generation 1 Transformers when they're on Earth. And so anybody that has watched Generation 1, like I guess my age or older, or what if you've watched it, they will understand like this is the stuff happening before that. Anyway, so you still see Megatron and Optimus Prime. You actually get to see Bumblebee before he even picks what side he's on. He's not a Decepticon or an Autobot. He's considered an Energon scavenger. And he works for whoever's going to pay him to find Energon, and they still need this energy source. And the planet is pretty bad, and they need to get off the planet. And it's really well done. It's pretty dark. It's not like the Generation 1 animation where it was all like, I don't know. Back then the cartoons were a little, nowadays would be considered corny, but it's kind of darker. You see war, you see violence, you see death, and it's actually a really good series. And it's on Netflix again. It's not, I think it's only 10 episodes if I'm not mistaken, but it's a really good show for anybody that's a Transformers fan. From back in the day.
What about people who aren't a Transformers fan?
I think
for them?
Anybody that's not a Transformers fan, I think it'll still be kind of intriguing to people. Like,
what about people who don't like the Transformers?
If you don't like Transformers, don't watch it.
What about people who kind of like Transformers?
Kind of like it. I give it a chance. See what you think.
I have an actual question though. So this is kind of neat because you don't see a whole lot of them on Cybertron. I know in like the original movie you see a little bit of it and stuff.
Right.
But okay, so they're on Cybertron, never gone to Earth, right?
Right.
Do they still have car and truck parts?
Which is funny. Yes, they do.
Why the fuck would they have car and truck parts if they've never been to Earth?
That's
the only thing.
I'm glad you brought that up.
We just found the plot hole.
Yeah, when I watched that, I was like, why is Optimus a semi-truck when you haven't been on Earth? Like, yeah, so they do have, and I don't know, yeah, even Starscream and some of the other, forgot what they call his group of guys, they're all jets. They're like jets from Earth, so. But Starscream's never changed. He's still a backstabbing little bitch, and then Megatron's actually pretty badass in this series. Optimus he's kind of a pussy. He's kind of a little weak, weak-kneed punk.
Did they build him one?
Ultra Magnus is, there. You got.
You know what I mean?
So my introduction to the Transformers being a child of the 90s, I did watch the 80s show, but Beast Wars was what got me into it, right? It's a continuation of the story. I did like that when they showed them on Cybertron, they didn't have fucking car parts or animal parts. It showed them being like what they would be, just fucking robots.
And that's what we're used to. I think in a lot of adaptations, like Beast Wars, I think even in one of the movies, they show them on Cybertron.
Ones. The original movie from the 80s, they totally had truck
Bumblebee,
parts.
The movie Bumblebee, they showed them on Cybertron not being cars and truck. Well, no, he was a car. He was
Optimus
a sports car.
but
the jets, they weren't jets. They were like these spaceship looking things that were flying around. So the it's just I don't know. Jetfire, who was a good guy later on, you see where his origin is from, like where he started with the Decepticons.
I'm not knocking it. I watched Captain Planet back in the day, so in terms of like dumb cheesy shit, like I get it.
Come on, man. We're all Planeteers.
You can be one too.
Wind, water, heart.
No, you fucked it up. It's Earth.
I know.
Fire, wind, water, heart. Go planets.
Combined. I'm Captain Planet.
Captain Planet.
Have you guys seen Don Cheadle's Captain Planet?
Sorry. Yo, that's fucked up.
yeah.
You're a fucking tree.
The power's mine, bitches. Anyway, so yeah, Transformers: War on Cybertron is a pretty good animated series on Netflix. For those old fans of Transformers that want to see something a little bit new and before, it's like a what do they call those things before story? I can't.
A prequel?
The prequel. Yeah.
There
words,
you go.
Yeah, words are hard right now. So
Words are hard and good.
brown water. Anyway, so that's my number. What is it? Three?
Number
Number three.
Well played, sir. Good. Number 3. I've actually saw that movie on Netflix and debated watching because despite all the shit I give you for liking the Michael Bay movies, I do like Transformers.
Yeah.
So I was hoping that was actually good and
It's
worth watching.
dark. I think
Is
you'll enjoy it,
I
yeah.
think something I should watch.
Yeah. And it's not a very long series, so yeah, it gets to the point really quickly.
Nice.
Of what they're trying to do. Yeah.
Cool. I'll check it out. My number 3 is, I've said it before and I'll say it again, probably my favorite show right now, The Last Kingdom. If you like Vikings but wish it was just a little bit better, watch The Last Kingdom. If you like, no, jokes aside, Last Kingdom is very, very, very good. And if you like Vikings, you'll like this also. Set around the same time period. This is all of the intrigue and like deception and politics and action and battles and all that of something like Game of Thrones. And if you're missing that and there's a spot like for your media for that and your heart for that and you need something like that and you haven't checked the show out, check it out. The fight scenes are amazing. The characters are great. The acting is great. Everything about this show is a win across the board. And it has like somewhat historical accuracy. It starts doing its own thing kind of in later seasons, but it at least starts out somewhat historically accurate. A fantastic show. Check it out, The Last Kingdom.
Nice.
Nice work. Good choice. We've talked about that a couple times.
That's why I kept it short and sweet.
I hear you. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep with my thing about things that I've never talked about, and this is actually something that I probably wouldn't usually talk about. But my number 3, in the vein of shows like Superbad, you know, R-rated high school kids getting through things that high school kids go through. My number 3 is Booksmart on Hulu. Has anybody here seen Booksmart?
No. Negative.
Booksmart is hilarious. It's R-rated. What it is it's about some teenage girls, 2 teenage girls, best friends, besties, and they are...
Do they have Instagrams?
They may or may not have had Instagrams. Nobody's talked about Instagrams. I know that that's a touchy subject for some people right now. Instagrams. But so they have been Booksmart, okay? So they've been really applying themselves through their school career and lives. It's the end of their high school, their senior year. They're graduating. They're going on to college. They notice that there's so many other children who have I guess their peers, who have not applied themselves and like spent all their time partying, who are getting into schools too. And they're like,
it's not fair.
What the what? They're like, we have worked so hard and we have had no fun. I think we ought to have some fun and go to some parties. So they're trying to get to some parties. They're experiencing who they are and what they want in life, doing crazy stuff. There's some comedy that ensues, okay? It's for funniness, but it's about them and their friendship, and they're getting through this and stuff. It's a good movie. I recommend that you watch it. It's Booksmart, and it is funny. Especially the 2 actresses that are the lead characters in this, are very funny. They're hilarious. So yes,
It's
Booksmart. Booksmart. Yes. Yes.
He's so loud.
Yes. You know, one of my
excited.
favorite
He's
scenes.
excited.
One of my favorite scenes is at the very beginning. They're going to school, and they have a situation where the one friend pulls up in her little jalopy car out in the other front of the other friend's house, and she comes out and the music's playing, and so they're doing their dances. And the girl in the car gets out, and she's out in the street, and they're doing their dance, and they're dancing, and they keep dancing. And the one girl goes, "Are we going to school?" It's a funny movie. Yeah.
Nice. All right, General Thaddeus.
All right. So actually, a member of this podcast actually got me on this one. Letterkenny.
Nice.
Yes.
Come on.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Anyway, so that was one of the things that, I guess they started out on YouTube back in 2013. I wrote all these little things down because I really wanted to get this right.
All right.
Because you guys are always so professional when you have all your information.
Oh, what podcast do you watch?
So 2013 started on YouTube as Letterkenny Problems, okay? Created by Jared Kiso. And he got this guy, Jacob Tierney, who's, you know what it's... Wayne! But Wayne! Wayne!
Oh, he's so funny.
Yes, he's the best. It's like, is he good?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah,
It's pretty safe to say. So back in... So back in 2016 they started and just started churning out seasons after season. It's about Wayne, Daryl, Squirrely Dan, and I wrote down Bonnie McMurray.
Bonnie
So
McMurray.
question. Bonnie McMurray or Katie?
Bonnie McMurray.
What?
Katie Cat? I mean, she's all right,
I don't know
man,
about
but
Katie
Bonnie
Cat.
McMurray.
Katie Ferda.
See, I mean, it's like stuff like that where, us as Americans, just saying, some of the stuff, it
Fucking
took a
Yanks.
little while. Yeah, right? So it took a while for me to go like, what is he saying? So
Yeah.
I actually started kind of looking stuff up.
You gotta
and
watch the subtitles on it.
Holy shnikes. Once you start getting it and, Texas 10/4, like all that stuff is just... It's so awesome.
The
And
dialogue is...
Sometimes the dialogue is so good and so fast, you have to go watch scenes over again
You
to
have to.
really get it. And
Yeah.
then you're like, fuck, it's so smart.
Dude, like everything about it, like especially how Wayne, just how he like...
Yeah,
You know,
the
when he put,
over
like,
exaggerated.
time to fight. It's like, or what's his name? Shorzy.
I love Shorzy. Shorzy. He has the best insults of the show.
And
If you ever want to laugh, just YouTube Shorzy highlights.
Yes, who skates like that? Like stuff like that where you watch it and it's like it's so much. So and when you find somebody that says a quote, you're like, right? Wait a minute.
No, real talk. So I was hanging out with a group of friends, and I didn't know they had started watching the show, and I'm just randomly talking, and I was like, well, to be fair, and I don't know right here, to be fair, and I was just like, I love you. Yes.
Hailstorm at a meeting where we don't work said, to be fair, and I was like, to be fair. And then she's like, so it's just one of those things where like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? It's
We took a pregame shot before this podcast, and T. Crawler went,
That's right.
So I want to ask a question. I know, and I'm only asking this to T. I'm only asking this to T. Crawler.
anybody got any Gus and Brew?
Were Hailstorm and I, are we able to talk you into doing this? Because I know we were trying to get him to watch it. He wouldn't watch it for a long time.
Okay, so-
were you watching it before we were saying to watch it?
Not before, no.
Okay.
But then he watched it before I did, and then got on the ball. So
So you got tired of us making
because there's
references.
he just kept making all these fucking references I wasn't getting to the point where it was getting annoying. So to the point where I was just not watching the show out of spite, and when I finally started watching the show, I wanted to dislike it just to be a dick. And then 3 episodes in, next time I saw him, I was like, well, to be fair, you can't not do it. It's just too good.
You're like D-Gents and like
Degens.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
when
like
I-
looking
when
up the soundtrack. I'm dancing like the Skids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid good.
When I greet Hellstorm in the job where we don't work,
where's that?
I'm like,
I don't know.
I see her like, how are you now? Even Weapon 2 here, like we do for a while. It's like, how are you now? We just it's the dialogue is awesome. You have other fans of it, and you just say
Can't confirm
a certain phrase. Yeah, there's other can't confirm.
It's just everybody's funny.
Texas
Like,
size 10-4.
dude, everybody's funny. Like even the freaking hockey players, like when they're just dumb shit. Like
Why don't you take that down about 25%?
They're just like working out,
Is that
and
all you
they're just
appreciate
like,
about her?
but what's going on, bro? Like our gains have to eclipse general team gains, bro. Like just dumb shit. Like who talks like that?
Hold my spitter. Like,
But who's gonna hold my spitter?
they take off their shirts.
Yeah.
That's the first episode.
That
You're
treasure
like,
trail
what
on there.
is this? Yep.
Good lord,
It's good shit.
it is really good.
Yeah.
Yep. That's kept this firing in all cylinders.
Man,
Well played. Good pick.
All right, so we're number 2.
Number 2.
All right, for my number 2 is I'm just catching up on I'm just gonna put all in one thing, the CW verse.
Fuck you. It's the Arrowverse.
No, it's no longer the
I don't
Arrowverse.
care
Arrow's gone.
what Berlanti says. It's the Arrowverse.
Berlanti's made
Pardon
this shit what it is.
me. The official term now is going to be from this point onward.
You can't just change
the
shit.
CW.
You can't just fucking change shit. No.
Berlanti,
It's the Arrowverse.
when he has his hand in something, it's freaking
Look,
excellent.
we all know how much you love Berlanti and how much
I mean, you do
love...
too. You like you, right? He's part of
Maybe,
that,
huh?
right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, he's part of a lot of shows that people like. You don't realize until I see a credit. I'm like, Berlanti, oh, that's why it's so good. That's, I get like that. Anyway, so CW verse, I'm like just catching up on stuff. So I finished The Flash finally. Great season finale. I finished. So the only thing I haven't finished, I'm catching up on is Stargirl. So I if you've watched the podcast and stuff, you know that I wasn't a big DC fan. I became one actually with the start of Arrow because I looked up stuff about him. I wanted to know what he was about. I was like, oh, it's like Batman, just not as smart. He's like freaking.
In the show, not in the comics.
Yeah. Anyway, so.
But the TV version doesn't have that fancy facial hair. Did you ever say that to yourself?
Later he gets it.
He gets it for one episode when he's like in prison, and he teases us.
Robin Hood?
He teases us, and then he shaves it.
Curly mustache?
No, but it was getting close, and I got
No, but he
excited.
has the curly mustache and the fancy.
He's
goatee.
also not super broody broods in the comics. He talks a lot of shit.
He's more funny. Like between him, Green Lantern, and Flash.
Yeah.
The banter they have together is freaking actually
but
funny. But
if you want to watch Discount Batman, it's pretty good.
right, it is. We would sit around and talk about
Josh Dorman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I've just been catching up on the CW verse. Not much to explain there. So.
Arrowverse.
Whatever. It's
Verse.
terrific.
Nice.
I'm done.
So your number 2 is the Arrowverse.
Arrowverse. That's fine. We'll go Arrowverse.
Okay.
Arrowverse.
Cool. Glad we're in agreement. It's the Arrowverse. Fuck you, Berlanti. I don't care what you say. All right, my number 2. So the question is, what should you watch? I don't care what you're into. I don't care what you have available. I don't care what mood you're in. I don't care the context of said question. The answer is always Firefly. You should watch Firefly. Firefly is my number 2.
Firefly.
Firefly.
I may have
More
been
brown water.
drinking.
Yeah.
Watch Firefly. Firefly is a fantastic
Drawings.
character-driven show. It is by Josh Whedon's. It is one of my favorite shows of all time. You will watch this show. You will fall in love with this show. You will love me, and then you will hate me because it ends, and you don't want it to end. It's just going to be over all of a sudden, and you're going to realize you're going to be happy. You're going to be going through it, and then all of a sudden it's just going to end, and then you're going to be sad. And unlike other shows that we've all watched, Game of Thrones,
True Blood.
you're not going to miss. Like you're actually going to miss it, and you're not going to want it to be gone. And it's fantastic, and you should watch it.
And then you're going to watch the movie and you'll be more sad.
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I went through all those emotions after you told me to finally watch it, and I did. And I didn't want to finish it. I didn't want to because it was,
but what's funny is you didn't know it was the last episode.
Yeah, I was like,
it just
wait,
ended, and then it
there more?
recommended something else.
Right.
And you're like, what the fuck?
Where's the next episode? So I go back wait, what the, really? Yeah, so it kind of pissed me off. But I did, and then I watched Serenity, so.
You get a little bit of closure. Not enough.
A little bit, yeah, definitely not enough.
Have you seen Firefly?
I had to. Yes, I
You
was
had
forced.
to?
I was forced.
Like at gunpoint?
Otherwise, yeah, people are like, hey. You're gonna die.
So some Italian dude. So Joey from Friends shows up and he's like, watch it.
He's like, you're gonna die. So literally, he had a knife in his hand. So I watched it, and yeah, ruined my life for about 3 or 4 months afterwards. So I rewatched it, and it's still at the end. You're like,
for some reason, you rewatch it and you're expecting more episodes.
it'll never come back. They'll never do it right. It's over. It's done.
Shiny. All right. Okay.
Weapon 2, number 2.
What a garum. That's a garum show.
Gorum tragedy.
Somebody give this guy a puppers.
All righty then, folks. My number 2.
It's not even your number 2. It's no particular order.
My next
Pick.
Particular order.
pick is a program that is currently on the Hulu.
I don't know why that was funny.
It is also it's
The suspense.
It's actually an
Motherfucker.
Folks, listen here. It's actually an HBO Max program that you can watch.
I thought you couldn't watch it.
Well, I can watch it because my friend who is on Hulu and has a HBO level up from Hulu, I can watch some
May this
HBO Max.
possibly be your friend who might work with trains.
The friend of mine who's an expert in the train biz.
The train
Oh,
biz.
you've mentioned
He
him
drives
before.
train. I've mentioned him before.
Okay.
But yeah, he's pretty fancy. So he
Bougie.
he here's the deal. I can't get HBO Max.
We
'cause
still don't know what you're talking about.
I don't have any.
Just say it.
Roku does not have an agreement for HBO Max, so I can't get it. But I can watch some of the HBO Max, like I said, through the Hulu. But this one is War Dogs. Has anybody watched War Dogs?
The movie?
The movie.
With Jonah Hill?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah.
Okay, here
Yeah,
we go.
very
It's
good
based- That's what I'm
movie.
talking about. I just watched it. It's based on a true story. This is during the George W. Bush era of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. There was some major level arms companies had done some shenanigans or all fairness or whatever. Regular people were supposed to have the opportunity to bid for military contracts. So this Jonah Hill he's got into this biz. I guess you just scour the internet to try to find these, and he's making it's like some hundreds of thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars, and he gets with his junior high school friend and they start trying to find bigger contracts. So they're shipping guns all over. One of the big things is they have to go to Jordan and then drive some guns through the Triangle of Death to Baghdad. And they're like, what the hell is going on here? And so they're making some money now, and then they get a bit. They are going to provide some ammunition for AK-47s for the military. It's a huge contract that they bid on for $300 million. So one of them has to go to Albania. They're doing some shenanigans. They have to repackage some Chinese ammunition to send to Afghanistan from Albania to Afghanistan, which is against the law. And it gets good from there on. It's a good movie. I don't want to tell you how it ends, but you should watch it.
I have to imagine good for them.
Because
Any movie
they're
about a gun runner
making lots
ends
of
well.
money for a while. What?
Any movie about a gun runner ends well.
Yes. it's Jonah Hill is fun to watch in any movie.
I just want to but I want to point out
guy.
he is particularly good in this movie. He's very good in this movie.
And you know what? It's his fault. They could have kept doing this forever, but he starts getting greedy. He starts wanting to nickel and dime.
That's what always happens.
And getting greedy.
One dude gets greedy.
Instead of just saying, "Hey, we're making money. Let's just keep doing this so we can make some more money."
Right.
He screws it all up for everybody.
It's always one.
There's always one. There's always
Yeah.
one.
And he doesn't look good with slicked back hair. He should have gone with another
I
hairstyle.
am glad that fat Jonah Hill came back for this movie. It works better than skinny Jonah Hill.
You have the veneers like in Wolf
Blame
of
the
Wall
sandwiches.
Street.
Okay, so that's it. War Dogs, number 2. Or no, my next pick, my
The next pick.
most recent
Be
pick.
number fucking 7 for all we know.
Who
No
knows?
particular order.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You're up.
General Thaddeus, back to you.
All right. Here it is.
Oh boy.
He's stretching for this one. Look at that.
Number 1.
Hey, what's that roll? Limber up.
For me, it's something that, wow, I didn't want to do it. I was going to say The Boys. Everybody loves The Boys. Season 2 just started, but
That was on my list too. It's not anymore though. I moved it. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't say it because I thought a bunch of other people would say
Me
it.
too.
I honestly wrote it here, and I was like, "Stop, Letterkenny,
No, and
don't."
it was on my. I moved it mid podcast.
You had to.
Is anybody gonna talk about it then? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Spoilers.
All right.
As long as somebody does.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to.
Somebody
I
has
knew
to.
one of you guys
I
was going to
thought
say
everyone
something
was,
like,
so-
"Mine is The Boys," and I've been like, "Mine is too." And I've
See,
done
Crawler,
all this.
You have to say it
research.
just like that.
Yeah.
But wine. But general. All right, go ahead.
Crack an egg, bet you can. All right, here it is. I'm getting all worked up.
Good.
So here
Tell
it is.
us.
You know what? It's not even that good anymore.
No, it is.
Not
It's
even
good.
that
I
funny.
can't wait. I'm
It's
excited.
not even that funny.
I'm excited. Let's do it.
I want to do it.
What
though.
is it, though?
Here it is. So, Barstool Sports pizza reviews. I know it's crazy.
Was that a thing?
Barstool.
I know.
Pizza. Pizza reviews?
Yes.
Well, is this a fucking Yelp page?
Yes,
What is
no,
this?
it's no. You can watch it. They review pizza. The guy, for real.
So the president of Barstool Sports started. He says, he's from Boston, right? And so he comes around. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do eating pizza. I'm gonna eat all the pizza."
Your Boston guy sounds like your Italian guy.
He is
Kind of Vin Diesel-ish.
Jewish, actually. But he started doing this in 2017. He said, "I'm gonna taste every pizza in all of Manhattan," and then eventually went.
That's a lofty fucking goal.
Yes, so he eats pizza multiple times a day, and he has this scoring that you're like, "What's he doing again?" Like you get so excited, like, "What is it?" Like he's so good at it. He's like, "Under the carriage," like, look at it, and he's really, really funny. He walks around with this guy named Frankie, who's on the the camera, and Frankie's all trying to be all professional, but he's not very good. Man. He's got guests. It's he doesn't even talk about sports a lot.
He has some pretty high level celebrity guests sometimes, doesn't he? Yeah,
he does, and it's hilarious. It's not always. You'll have it. Once in a blue moon, he'll have a guest on there. I think Paris Hilton was on there one time. She's like, "That's hot." Yeah, it's hot pizza. So
It's hard.
anyway, his favorite, if you want to look at the best first, it's John's of Bleecker Street in I think it's in Manhattan or something like that. But they have this app. It's called the One Bite app that you can rate your own pizza and you can do your own review. It's pretty sweet. I absolutely love it. Every single time it comes out, I watch it. Sometimes it's like a minute long, sometimes it's like 8 minutes long, and so you guys can catch up since 2017. Yes, honestly, Dave Portnoy, he does it right, man. It's fun to watch. Very, Very funny.
Nice.
Especially
anything you say I'm gonna do it.
right? Pork chop sandwiches. you cooking. Get out. You're gonna burn. Get out. Hey, mister. If you've never seen the G.I. Joe infomercials, you need to watch
Whole other thing on YouTube.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Pork chop sandwiches. G.I. Joe pork chop sandwiches. Anyway, that's good.
Thank you. Barstool Sports Pizza Reviews.
All right, I'm gonna check that out.
Nice.
Nice. T. Carl, talk about the boys.
All right, The Boys. That's my number one. The Boys. Like, just in time during this whole thing that many of you don't know about.
Hang on, before I'm only on episode 3, so don't spoil.
I'm not spoiling anything.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Episode 3.
Season 2. Season 2.
Okay, I was getting sweaty even more.
Getting a little glossed up.
Yeah.
It came out just in time. It's just,
We never said we were waiting for each other.
Bullshit, we didn't.
Was I drinking? Because I don't remember
There's
this.
big controversy happening here.
JK, lol. I have not seen season 2, so don't spoil anything.
No, you haven't seen any of season 2 yet.
Well, for you, those of you that haven't seen season 2,
Like me.
like you,
Right? Like, yes.
What happened?
Yeah.
What happened with Butcher at the end? It was such a cliffhanger.
Oh, I know, right? No, but I'm so watching The Boys. I think they're up to episode 4 right now, and it has not lost. I mean, it's still going. It's exciting. It's entertaining. It's like it keeps. I mean, it holds your interest like no other show. Like I mean, if you love the first season, you're gonna love the second season even more because it's still got a bunch of action, and you're like, it's still got. I mean, they even have a new superhero that comes into the set. Stormfront.
Yeah.
She seems awesome based on the trailers.
She talks a lot of shit about what's the company?
Vought, but don't spoil it.
Vought
I'm not
Industries.
I'm not spoiling anything.
Corporation
It's just
LLC.
Everything you see in the trailer, okay? She talks shit there too. But anyway, the it's still awesome. If you haven't seen The Boys, I mean, we did a review way back. Check that out. It's just awesome. It's not just a superhero show. I mean, as real as they can get with like if superheroes were real life, like some of the stuff they do is just like, okay, this would actually happen in real life. When you have superheroes that want to be a dick, like Homelander is like a dickish Superman.
It is the best deconstruction of the superhero genre this side of Watchmen.
There you go. Yep.
There it is.
Yep. But season 2 was just as awesome, if not more awesome, because you get to see more stuff going on.
I'm just assuming that season 2 does not drop off at all, and the roller coaster ride that was season 1 completely continues into season 2.
Yeah, it does. And since you
Just a guess, though.
Since you haven't seen any of it, I don't want, because I was going to mention some stuff that really kind of irritated me, but not in a bad way to where the show's bad. It just irritated me in the fact that what some of these characters are doing is kind of, but it's just, check it out. You got to check it out. It's awesome. It's like, I highly recommend it. I think we all highly recommend it.
Yes,
just check it out. But that's all I'm going to say about it because I'll end up spoiling something. So.
I just want to say the dude who plays Homelander, holy shit, that guy's like, everybody on the show is good.
Yeah.
That guy's insanely good.
Yeah.
Like, he's fantastic. He makes you believe he's a sociopath.
He makes you hate him so much.
Right,
Yes.
exactly. This is awesome.
Yeah, he's very good.
One of my favorite scenes, though, I just want to say this, is when the Deep tries to stop everybody with the whale.
Wait, no, I haven't seen it.
No.
Stop.
All I'm saying is, I'm not saying what happens. I'm just saying he tries to stop the boys in a boat with a whale, and that's a good scene. Is all I'm saying. Yeah.
Cool. My number 1 in particular order. All right, so the number 1 thing you should watch to stay sane during the pandemic. I can't speak for anything else on any of our lists, but I can say with 100% accuracy that nothing on these lists, no show, no YouTube channel other than the one I'm about to mention, cares about you individually as people, and that is the world's greatest news.
That's what I'm talking about.
You should watch TWG. We have hundreds of videos. We have 26 podcasts, trailer reactions, funny skits, more coming. We care about you as people.
Truth.
Interact with you. We're all about our
love those
fans.
guys.
We take suggestions. I dare say they are funny, good-looking cats. Check out the world's greatest news and reviews.
Real, on the real.
I do them.
Yeah.
Shameful self-plug. Out.
Nice work. Nice choice.
That's right.
I mean, they are the greatest.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's hard to follow that one up,
Better than my sweat.
but in no particular order,
Recreation day.
my final choice is something that you can check out on HBO Max. The Kitchen. Has anybody seen The Kitchen?
Right there.
Wait.
The Kitchen?
There's one over there.
The Kitchen is a movie about a Irish gang in Hell's Kitchen.
Oh.
And
Oh, shit. I saw the trailer.
They're,
this looks really good.
So it's the wives of these gangsters who
So Melissa McCarthy.
get caught. Yes, and they get caught by the police, and they get taken away to jail for wrongdoings and thieveries, and the people that are left to take over the gang that are men and the mother of the gangsters, they're not nice and bad people, and they're actually kind of lazy gangsters.
Wait a minute.
They're not good at their job.
I synced it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I synced it.
And they're not
Shit, you think
not good at their job. So the wives say, you know what? Number one, we can do this better.
We're cleaning house.
And number two, they're not taking care of us, and we have no money, and the children are starving. And so what they need to do is make some money, so they start going around taking the kickbacks and the racketeering and take over for the gangsters.
Oh, hang on. The chick from Handmaid's Tale is in this.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Right now, Love is an
Yes.
actress out of nowhere.
Yes, it's a good movie. And so they start taking care of business and girl power. And so they have to do this. And then the husbands get out. And even the husband, Melissa McCarthy's husband, who you thought was like maybe,
You're rooting for
maybe the one good husband out of all these bad husbands, he turned out to not be a good husband. I'm not going to tell you how this ends, but it's a good movie to check out with along the lines of things I've never talked about before and things that are probably unexpected. That's what I'm saying. Check out The Kitchen.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
It's a good.
I remember seeing the trailer, thinking it looked good, and just never getting around to watching it. But
Yeah.
I'll definitely check it out.
There you go.
All right, that was our top 5 things to watch to keep you sane during the pandemic. Let us know in the comments what you are watching to keep yourself sane. As far as honorables go, I got The Boys, Buffy, Shameless, Californication, Handmaid's Tale, Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna throw Archer out there.
Have you guys seen Hunters yet?
No.
Hunters are they're hunting the Germans.
Robert De Niro.
Oh wait, Hunters no.
Yes, I have. Yes, when they're hunting the Nazis.
Is it Robert De Niro? Did I get that right?
I think so. Is it Pacino?
It's Al Pacino.
Pacino, yes.
That's
That's
the
good.
one with the first episode where the barbecue scene.
Yes, that's
You talked about
We've
this.
talked about it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, I haven't watched any more of it than what I talked about before. Does it get really good?
it gets good.
Okay.
There's gonna be
All
a
right.
second season for sure, but
Okay.
yeah, Hunters, man.
I'm gonna finish it. Yeah.
We'll play it.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys.
T Crawler, you got any?
Yeah,
Honorables?
Honorable
I got
mentions.
some.
I just watched Snatched for the first time. With Brad Pitt and
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, that's an old movie.
I know. We'll
You have to watch that with some subtitles because you don't know what the hell Brad Pitt said.
It's English.
Brad Pitt,
Carbine.
Jason Statham.
Every once in a while, you can hear him say carbine.
I love how he's supposed to throw a
Carbine.
fight. He's fucking people up like one punch knocking him out. Yeah, so people it's been mentioned, and like a lot of things, I finally watched it. And I'm like, holy shit, why did I wait so long to watch this? So, yeah, that's an honorable mention. Californication, you already mentioned that one. I still I'm still trying to finish up the Ozarks.
Oh, that's good. Ozark's honorable for me too. Watch
Ozarks
that.
is
That's
good.
really good.
I haven't seen that yet.
Watch
I
it.
know.
I finished Big Mouth.
Big Mouth. That's funny.
If you like Breaking Bad and stuff like that, you like Ozarks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jason Bateman's so good in that.
Yeah.
Any honorables? You have more.
All right, yeah. So here my honorables are. I've talked about this one time. Was Palm Springs? It's like kind of a maybe funnier, more updated version of Groundhog's Day. That's a good one that's come out. That's on Hulu. If you check out HBO Max, you can watch Lovecraft Country, which is another good program that came out. It's sci-fi. It's set in the South during segregation and stuff like that. It's a really good show. And then of course Westworld, which is HBO Max.
yeah.
Westworld's great. And so those are just some other ones.
Has anybody watched Lovecraft?
No.
That's what I just said.
You
I
just
just
said
said Lovecraft Country.
Oh, Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, I believe that's the title of it.
I thought
just
his was
Lovecraft.
the prequel called Lovecraft, and then they become a country later.
I believe that's the name of it is Lovecraft
But
Country.
before that,
Lovecraft,
before the prequel, watch the prequel to the prequel called Love on Netflix.
Like I said, I think
No,
I
for
think
real though,
what
watch
T.
Love
Crawler's
on
gonna talk
Netflix.
about the one I just said about it set in the Old South, and it's got a lot of kind of science fiction-y, weird, paranormal stuff. Yes, I have watched it. I am watching it. It's being released weekly right now. You can only get into a few episodes.
Okay.
I think they're up to 3 episodes right now. Okay. Yes.
Any honorable mentions for you there, General?
Right now.
Hey, what time is it, Captain Mal?
Well, I'm so glad you asked, Weapons. The little thing we like to call this or that.
This or that? What? All right.
Is this your segment?
This is a segment, yeah. I guess you could say that I kind of started this little segment called This or That, where I come up with some little questions for us to ponder, discuss, think about, stuff like that. I'm gonna start with my first one here. How do you
You know
feel
what that
about
is? This is when we get deep.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. That is a game face.
Put your philosophical thinking cap on.
Here it is.
Let's go.
Would you rather? Hey, everybody, are we ready?
It's a yarmulke.
Yeah, okay. Would you rather
I had a Maziza. Whatever the fuck it is. Sorry.
live in a world that is forever day or forever night? Good one.
Forever night. Because I could sleep. I can't sleep. It's so
You
hard
never
to
get any of that vitamin D. It's very important.
You can take a pill, bro.
Okay. All right.
It's hard to sleep when it's like freaking super bright outside.
Blackout shades, sir.
Fun fact, I sleep like now that I'm a creature of the night for my work, I sleep like a friggin' baby during the day. When I was younger, I couldn't. Now, I can sleep anytime. It's nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna go with Nate.
Yeah. Huh? Okay.
I don't like the sun.
I would probably also go night.
But the what? What is this? Oh, I sleep fucking totally fine during the day.
I just said I sleep fine during the day. I'm still. Maybe I just want
That
the
was
night.
called a swerve, sir. Well played.
Yeah.
General Thaddeus.
Day.
Just to be
Okay.
different.
Nope. I like to see. Have you guys ever seen Riddick? Right? Come on, guys. What are we doing here? Jeez. Come on.
T. Crawler, how about you?
Night.
Okay.
Yeah, like the nightlife.
Y'all can have y'all's opinions. Feel me? I don't care.
All right. Would you rather have a constant soundtrack of music you like running at a reasonable volume all the time, or absolute silence unless a person was talking directly to you? So it's not like you're deaf, but you have nothing but silence unless somebody's talking directly to you, or you have a nice little soundtrack running all the time.
Even when you're trying to sleep, just all the time.
Yeah, it's going to be running at a reasonable volume. So if you can sleep when some music is playing in the background, you'd be able to sleep. If you can't, that might be a problem.
I couldn't do that. I'm a light fucking sleeper. Anything in the background wakes me up.
Yeah.
Okay, now I would go option 2. Because so people are talking to you, you can still talk back. Like that's when it clicks in. It's just background noise. You're not going to hear.
Right. I would, something I've always wanted is like a soundtrack of my life playing all the time. I mean, if it's the appropriate song for the time, if something's going on exciting, I got exciting. If things get really serious, I get it busts into some serious music. That's what I want. Soundtrack.
Does it go along with the events? Like, the Terminator song.
So here's the thing: you could go to YouTube, or I have Google Play Music. I assume Spotify, whatever you listen to, has the same thing. But if you just look up epic movie trailers or epic trailer music, you will find a bunch of songs that are trailer music that are super exciting and build and all that. Right. And you can just pop your headphones in and go fucking grocery shopping, and you will never think that picking out the type of cheese, whether you're getting sharp cheddar or mild cheddar, spoilers, sharp, is that intense.
Yeah, and
it's insane.
Yeah, if you pick section 2, you're not going to be able to hear that anymore. You're absolute silence unless somebody is talking to you. Yeah, so you don't get to listen to music anymore.
Right.
You don't get to hear anything. You live in silence unless somebody's talking to you.
Fine, but I will still take that over constant music
soundtrack, because when you're sleeping, it'll be this nice melody.
We'll just have to agree to disagree.
I can't listen to music. I can't have the TV on. I can't do anything. No, can't do it. No, I want silence.
The sound of silence.
And if I could somehow have an option in there to mute people completely so I don't even hear them talking to me, add my will, that would be great.
Be deaf?
No, I just selectively. If someone comes up to talk to me, I just want to be nope.
When somebody's asking you questions at the Fred Meyer meat department about...
I'm not going to confirm or deny that anything happened, but if you're watching this, fuck you.
Jeez.
Yes, I hear you.
Did I not send you that? No? Okay.
Oh, that's good.
I'm so pissed.
Would you rather be an average MMA fighter or the most lethal dance battler on Earth?
Dance battle?
Dance battle. Practitioner of dance battle. The most lethal, figurative lethal, on Earth. Or an average MMA fighter.
I feel like even being an average MMA fighter is still pretty badass.
I'm going to go Star-Lord.
He is on a dance battle.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody, you can...
Because you're the best on Earth. You're the best on Earth. There's nobody better.
Pick your genre, bro. And it doesn't matter where you're going.
It's that episode of South Park where they
every
put the boombox.
Every time you come to a dance battle, you slay motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
What you got, right? Rick?
Yeah.
Show me what you got.
Yeah, I'm going with the most epic and lethal dance battler on the face of this earth.
I'm going with yes.
On this planet.
Hands down.
As someone who can't dance, I'm going to go with that
can
also.
Step to me. That's what I'm saying.
Well, they can try.
They can step to me.
It's not going to end
well. But I'll fucking slay that motherfucker is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. I do know what you are saying.
All right.
Do you know what I am saying?
How about you guys?
We all agreed with you. For a bit,
We're all going epic death battle. Yes. You did say something about a mixed martial artist average.
Okay, I also said as someone who can't dance, I would totally pick that option. But you were mid step to me, bro.
You're right. No, I hear you. I was already hype. All right.
Your masculinity was drowning out the sound of my voice.
Okay. Would you like to experience the most epic car chase scenes one of the most epic car chase scenes you've ever seen in a movie, or the most amazing aerial dogfight scene that you've ever seen in a movie?
Experience as in being?
Yeah, you're in it. This is going to be the best one you've ever seen.
Dogfight.
Okay.
Don't all answer at once now.
I'm going to say for me, though it's exciting to be in some dogfight in the air, battling somebody, if there's more stuff coming by quicker And I've seen some crazy car chase scenes in movies. I think I might go for that.
Yeah.
This
Death
is the
Machine?
This is the difference between 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional, though. Like, there's so many more.
All right, Maverick.
Just saying.
You know what? I'm with you.
Thank you. There's so many more dimensions. Let's fucking dogfight.
I live
Top Gun.
my life
Yes.
1/4 mile at a time.
I got the need
So
The need.
for speed.
And then
Yeah, you gotta do that. You gotta come around. See? Remember that one? Yeah. Whoa! Yeah! Shit's getting crazy on the podcast.
Holy
Woo! Getting exciting. Are we all done with that question? Have we?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
All right, folks. This is our final this or that question. Would you rather fight 5 70-year-olds or 75-year-olds?
easy.
I have the obvious answer.
I'm beating up all those stupid little kids.
I don't like kids. I will beat the shit out of all of you.
All right.
Oh man, I'm beating up some old guys.
No.
I feel bad about
70-year-olds?
beating up an old guy.
7-year-olds. They're almost dead anyway, so
Nope.
No, dumb children.
Just.
Think
I
they have
can't.
shit
I
to
can't
say.
beat the children.
There's no repercussions.
They're 5.
No
What are they
repercussions.
gonna do?
This is no repercussions. This is just how you feel that you would that the battle would go for you.
Unlike what Weapon 2 may say, some 7-year-olds might fuck you up.
These are 5-year-olds.
Take my
Oh,
chance.
70?
70.
Yeah.
75-year-olds
Yeah,
or
yeah.
5 70-year-olds.
75-year-olds.
I heard kids, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
75-year-olds, line them up. I will punt my way through them.
Yeah.
You
They
know what
might
I
all-
won't do?
they
Miss
might-
a fucking field goal and cost us the game against the Rams. That's what
They
I won't
might
do.
all
I will
attack
punt the
you.
little motherfuckers.
They can surround you and attack you from all directions.
Oh.
That doesn't even bother you?
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? Kneel down and spin around. That's what I'm doing. Line them up.
You see like gremlins or critters or something like that.
They don't grow. No.
Yeah, they're not getting bigger.
But they
They're not
surround
gonna-
kids. 70 of
They're
them.
not gonna start stacking on each other.
Beat them all up so much.
Yeah.
Do we get weapons?
I'll say I have swords.
bare
I have swords.
This is just
I'll
fights.
lend you
This
some
is bare
swords.
hands. No,
Bare
this is
hands?
bare hands. If you get swords, they get swords.
That's scary.
Okay, so
All right, no.
so I would go hand to hand. with
Hand to
them.
hand.
Yeah, hand to hand.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
All right.
And you know what? I'll give the first 30 a free shot. That's how confident I am that I can beat the shit out of a bunch of 5-year-olds.
Stupid Kumite.
Stupid
That's
You know what I say?
idiots.
You know what I say? Give me the 70-year-olds and then bring on the 5-year-olds. I'm taking them all.
Yeah.
All comers.
Yeah.
That's what I
Everybody
say.
grab a finger.
What?
Yeah. I will be like, you know what, children? Today's episode is brought to you by the letter S. Slap the shit out of you.
I hate him.
So much.
I hate 'em.
So much.
You little cakes, I'm gonna kick your ass.
So much.
Oh my God. Have a dream about
Beat the
this
shit
tonight.
out of all of them.
I'm so worked up.
Well, that's been totally off the rails. Two colors gonna beat up all dudes. Thaddeus and I are gonna take on the children. Weapon 2 is gonna take on all comers.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Set it up.
Set it up.
Set it up. All right.
That was, and I'm not exaggerating, the best this or that question ever.
Really?
Yeah, that was pretty good. It's pretty good.
Oh my
I liked it. I liked it. Not the whole segment. The whole segment was okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
That question.
That question?
Fantastic.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'll just tell you, I just came up with this stuff before I came in. I got a late start on this stuff.
I feel you.
But all right. Good.
Well
I'm
played,
glad
sir.
I
Well
had
played.
a winner.
You had a winner.
Nice.
You saved it for last. You had a winner.
Woo!
All right, Weapon 2, num.
Finish strong.
We have some stuff to talk
All
about.
right.
Thaddeus, thank you for coming back.
Hey,
Yes.
my pleasure.
Holy crap, this was fun.
My pleasure.
You are more than welcome to come back whenever you so feel like it.
My pleasure. Anytime. I love you guys. I do.
I mean, if we're being totally honest, I like you.
I love you.
Maybe one day we'll get them.
You mean kill those kids? I'll do it. I'll do it.
Now I love you.
All righty. So we are, we're still going, 300. This is Sparta. We're on our way. We would like for more people to subscribe to our channel. That's what we're trying to do, is build our subscribership. And we want you to comment with your name so we know who you are. We want you to share our most recent podcast. And the information about this giveaway, because it's exciting, folks. It's exciting. Do you feel the excitement, General Thaddeus? Do you feel it? Oh my God, this is exciting. We want people to be happy and excited and enjoy. There ain't a lot to look forward to right now. I mean,
the baby Yoda.
The set is falling apart here. We're so excited. There's so much going on. We want the world to feel the excitement that's going on in TWG. So what's going to happen when we get to 300 is we're going to give away another box. Check out our previous boxing videos, and you're going to see that we put in hey folks, we told you, we broke the news, I think a podcast or two ago. We've got a new logo coming out.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet because there's some exciting stuff going on in my personal life that I'm busy with, but I'm going to finish it soon, and then that's going to be available. You will be able to choose from 3 different TWG logo t-shirts. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna in addition to the t-shirt that we're gonna put in a Funko Pop from Funko of Everett, Washington. We're going to get some. Hey, when we pick you at the random drawing at 300, we're gonna find out who your favorite character is. We're gonna cater this box. The pop will be probably the character that you like. You know what I'm gonna do, folks?
What are you gonna do?
I am going to do a personalized drawing of your favorite character.
Stop.
In full color, and I'm going to send it to you. This is not going to be a copy. This is going to be the original drawing. It's very exciting. And so
I'm not even kidding. Your drawings are so good.
Yeah, all bullshit aside, they're fantastic.
Thank you.
I think I told you this before. Your drawings are so unique.
Yeah.
Thanks,
you can tell from a billion miles away. Because I live on an Earth that is sunlight.
Yes.
So I can see it.
Yes.
But
You're kicking the kids' asses, right?
You can't see them as well in the dark. On the Earth where it's dark all the time, you can't see them as well.
Yeah. So
right. Let's click on. I got a long lamp. You can see, but. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, they are pretty epic. They are. Yeah.
So
seriously.
Oh, by the way, my drawing. So this is platypus. That's it. Hey, you know what, folks?
Kids in the dark.
Why don't you follow me on Stolen Cheese World on Instagram too?
Yeah.
There you go. So t-shirt, pop, drawing. We're gonna put in some comic books. We'll find some comic books that are that have your favorite characters, and we'll include that. We'll even throw some extra stuff in. We're gonna make it special for you, and then we're gonna show all the fun we're having boxing this and putting together. And we're gonna ship it straight to you through a shipping company that will deliver it to you safe and sound. Hopefully, I can't get making guarantees, but we hope that it gets to you. And if it gets to you, which it has everybody else that we've sent them to, if you want to, you can send us a picture or a video of you opening it and the stuff we sent you. That'd be cool. You don't have to. You're not contractually obligated to, but it's going to be
strongly encouraged.
Strongly encouraged. We can't wait to get to 300 because we actually love giving stuff away to people and rewarding people for being our fans and enjoying our content that we put out. We are still, I know I've said this a couple times, but we are actually, I think, right, getting the stuff for the green screen and the mics and stuff for our...
So, yeah, we're working on all of that. We're just doing a little bit of research as to the exact type of mics we want to get. Adulting has gotten in the way. That friend of ours in the train business has gotten really busy with the choo-choo trains. He really needs to get on that. He's working on it, though. But yes, we have lots of skits planned. We have things we're going to do as soon as we figure that out, and it will be very soon.
Yes, and I want to thank our Patreons for all that you do and for continuing to be
Still
faithful.
can't believe people give us money. We are putting it to good
and
use.
we do appreciate you, and I hope that you feel appreciated by the stuff that we put on the special Patreon views of videos and the extra stuff that we send you, that we try to send people. And it's just ongoing, and we're having fun, and we hope that we're entertaining people, and I'm just excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for TWG.
A lot of fun, exciting stuff that has happened, is happening, and will continue to happen. We also have a Facebook page. Check that out. We have an Instagram. We don't quite have as many followers as some teenage girls, but you know what? We're hoping to get there as soon as we can. We have a website as your one-stop shop for all TWG related merchandise, podcast, videos, links to his Stolen Cheese TeePublic and Redbubble items that you can find. Lots of merch, cool shit you can buy there. Yes. So lots of places you can check us out. Links to all of these things will be in the description of this YouTube video. If you're listening on an audio platform, check out the YouTube video because that's where you'll find all of these links. General Thaddeus, have you had a good time?
Oh. This has been the most fun that I've had in a little while, so it's been a long while, actually.
Thank you for
It
coming
might be
out.
the most fun I've ever had in my life.
And I've been places. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Holy
so
shit.
glad you're here.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Holy crap. I asked for Thaddeus Prime and damn did I get it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well played.
for sure.
Good shit.
Thank
You are welcome whenever you want to. I'll bump somebody. I will bump somebody to get you back on.
Yes.
Probably T-Crawler.
It's okay. It's for the channel.
It's for the channel.
It's okay.
All right, guys. Anybody got closing thoughts?
No, it's
Holy
been a fantastic program, folks.
My face hurts from
Excitement.
laughing so much.
All right.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. And as always, thank you for joining us on this episode of the world's greatest news and reviews. If you've enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications.
Peace.